21 cattle with 63 cows.
Wow, that's like 200.
Yeah. It was 73 until yesterday. When I sold 10 yesterday. We don't count the calves generally.
Okay.
So these calves here that you see, this number 31, the others of the age, who are female. At the end of this month, I'll separate them to the
Okay.
Yeah, I'll mix them with the group.
Okay.
So it's a monthly exercise.
The monthly exercise.
Yeah.
So once they go there to there, they stay there.
They separate them from the animals.
Okay.
Yeah, they're not suckling anymore. Don't want them to suckle
Anymore.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
So these guys, you see, this is how you develop interest in this young man. Yeah, this guy, that boy driving there is my son.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he's doing great. Grade 10.
Okay.
Yeah. So he's my son, so he's developed interest. So I said, no, you can come and stay with me.
Okay.
Because he was staying with his mother.
Okay.
Said, no, I want to. So this is the type of fun visits that I'm talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that he gets to know what happens there.
He gets to know what's against. Now he's coming from the bed there. Presume they were going to check the what we call the bulls there.
Okay.
To check the bulls there.
Okay.
Yeah, they are still fine.
All right.
Yeah, we are just conditioning them for the next mating season.
Okay.
Yeah, so we separate them from the females. Yeah, for about 4 or 5 months. Yeah, so I've reached the maximum capacity allowable by the parameters here.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm on 1,298 hectares. So 1:10.
1:10 per hectare.
A hectare per annum.
Okay.
Yeah. So per 12, I'm not sure how do they measure. Do they measure it per annum or from rainy season to rainy season? I think they measure it like that.
Okay.
So it's one cow grazes 10 hectares. Yeah. From rainy season to another rainy season. I believe they count it like that. The LSU.
Okay.
Just to take you through my background before we go to the trials.
Okay.
Like I told you earlier, most of us, the villages that we passed already come. So donkeys, we saw horses, we saw goats.
So goats.
I unfortunately didn't see cattle, but yeah, you see this industry at most, it's an industry where you learn by doing.
Okay.
It's not necessarily a classroom type of education.
Yes.
Yeah, you learn by doing. Like if you take a small boy like this, and he grows within this space, and he knows all the nitty-gritties, the medications, the feeding. What season do you give for this particular supplement? What season do you give this particular supplement? I mean, that's not something that you need to sit in class for.
Yes.
You can go for enhancement classes with the experts and they give you other methods that you can apply, but their methods are often generic. So I might be keeping the same number of cattle elsewhere, but my farming methods will be different. Will be totally different
from what you are doing here.
Yeah, from what we are doing in this area. So it's farming is like that. You learn by doing.
Okay.
Make mistakes, you learn from them, you correct, and then document your things like that. So I got this farm through a process by the policy of land reform. We call it land affairs generally, and they publish a farm if it comes available. It was a white farm.
Okay.
So what generally government is doing, they don't just take the farm from the whites. They buy them. It's willing buyer, willing seller. Yes. There's a policy that is applicable now.
Okay.
I know there's a policy that they are looking at of dispossession without compensation of something of that nature. But the status quo now is that they buy the farm and they publish for advert for the occupants, and then they shortlist, they call you for the interview. Or before they call you for your interview, they come and inspect what you are doing.
Okay.
It's either you have money in the bank that you can invest in farming, or you have cattle and money in the bank that you can invest in farming.
Which means they start up.
The startup
yourself for yourself. Your contribution.
Contribution. So they'll give you the land. The rates are reasonable because they charge very low rates per annum, and you pay them per annum, and then you are good to go.
Okay.
Pay you for your own water pumping. You pay for your own infrastructure maintenance. All they give you is the land.
Okay.
Yeah. Like the area at which we are standing, there was only one big crop.
Okay.
So I had to reconstruct everything. You see, this is a new construction.
Okay.
This is the latest construction. I had to open my crawls because the numbers are too big this side. And there is a similar setup.
So tell me why are some cows there and some cows there? These horses there. What is the logic?
No, I understand. Look, what's happening? I think like human beings. Sometimes, like you see this camp here. Sometimes the smaller cattle, the ones that are called heifers that we give a bull, and then they have to calve for the first time. They sometimes experience difficulties. So you need to keep them in a small care, so that when you need to look for them in the field, you don't go a long distance. So you are able to find them in short zigzags. So this is the maternal camp. This side, it's a small camp. I think it's 500 by 1. 500
So
by 800.
when you're pointing this, you're pointing where that building is. Where is this?
Yeah, where the reservoir.
Yeah.
Or water reservoir.
Okay.
Yeah, so we're going to that side. That gate that we enter. The red gate. Yeah. Keep them here until they calve successfully.
Yeah.
Then you move into the gate.
Okay.
Yeah, like you see these two.
Yeah.
They were coming from this side. When we see that the cow now is close to calving, we move it to this camp.
Okay.
Yeah, to a smaller camp.
Why?
So that we are able to monitor.
Or to monitor and find it.
It's very difficult to do monitoring when they are numbered like this.
Okay.
Yes. So you're able to monitor and find it quicker. If it's having difficulties with calving, you are able to help it.
Okay.
Pull the calf out.
Okay.
Yeah. So these ones, they are last year's calves, 2023 calves.
Okay.
I think the oldest is about 10 months.
These ones?
Yeah, these ones. Yeah. So it's the female heifers that you keep as a replacement. We call them replacement heifers.
Or replacement heifers.
Yeah, they are getting old.
Yeah.
They are, so when you move them out,
Yeah.
you are able to replace with the new to
Okay.
keep your numbers stable.
Oh, okay.
So this time I've only separated 10.
Okay.
It means I'm intending of moving out 10 from that side.
Okay.
So to keep my numbers, because if I go beyond my capacity, I might find it difficult. I might find difficulties with the grazing again.
Okay.
So you need to keep it to the standards.
Keep it, yeah, okay.
Yeah, or below the standard.
Okay.
Yeah.
So take me through. What is that? I can see water coming in there.
Yeah, this is the water drop.
Yeah.
The water is coming from. It's about. So arguably 1, 2, 3, 4 kilometers from here.
From here.
Yeah. We pump it like that.
Yeah.
We use Eskom electricity.
Okay.
Yeah. We use Eskom electricity, pump it from that side, and it supplies that in the
Okay. That is, yeah.
So the water that you see coming out from here, not coming directly from the pump. It's coming from the yeah.
So this is pressurized or just gradient from?
No, it's not. It's a gradient from the
Okay. So why doesn't it? Oh, there is a further electricity when it.
Yeah, when it's full and then.
the construction of the pipe, that is your responsibility to construct the pipe.
Yeah, but we found it here.
Okay.
Yeah, so the farm was functional when we got here.
Okay.
There was a guy that was farming here.
Okay.
He decided to sell the farm to the government.
Yeah.
And the government decided to rent it for him. So he left the fixed infrastructure.
Okay.
He only moved his movable assets out of the farm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so then this side, what?
Okay. The system of this farm, we call it a 4-camp system. 4-camp system, it means there's one crop on the center of the 4 camps. Let's say it's a square, divided into 4.
Yeah.
Then at the center, there's where we are.
Okay.
So we have gates. We have gate 1, 2, 3. Sorry, gate 1, 2, 3, and 4. So just control your grazing by the gates. You can gather all your cattle from the field. If you want them in this camp, you just close this gate and open the camp.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, so that's what they call rotational grazing.
Rotational grazing.
Rotational grazing. To the camps to give the camps a chance to grow, to recover from.
How long
the grazing?
How long do they graze in a particular camp?
Yeah, I do 1 month.
Okay.
Yeah, then I can do another camp 1 month, and then do another camp 1 month.
Okay.
And then I'll move this set here. That is 4 months, right? I'll move it to the bed. It's a similar setup in there.
Okay.
Yeah, I move it to the bed 1 month, 1 month, 1 month.
Okay.
And then hopefully by then the rain comes, and then it will have rain this side, so it will be much better this side. So I'll move it this side so give the front to recover. So it's like that's how you manage your grazing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how you manage your grazing. I've got 5 bulls. Right now you won't see them here. They have the bed there. I've separated them from the cattle because they've been going with the cattle from December until end of March.
Okay.
So it means they're going to start calving from September.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
They'll start calving from September, and but I'm putting the bulls back again for these ones that are just calved now.
Okay.
In July.
Okay.
Yeah. So you have about 3 months of calving, and it's easier for you to manage your cows to dehorn, to de-attack, to tattoo, and to brand. So it's easier.
So
you doing it just one camp, rather than if you're having to do it in bits and pieces.
So is there a system? How do you remember all these things? Calving, moving to different paddock, so on and so forth.
Yeah. There's a key to this. What you do. You keep your records.
Okay.
With dates.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
You keep your record with dates. You get everyone's buy-in. You let them know that this time you must move them from this camp 1, camp 2. They have names in this camp.
Okay.
So if I'm talking about camp 1, they know which camp 1 is, camp 2, and camp 3, camp 4, like that. So they have names like that. So when you communicate, it's easier.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then I think there's just something there. What is that?
That is they call it neck clamp. So it's like a trap.
For holding the animal.
So, yeah, we hold it here, and then you can work it to the way you want it. You want to mark it, mark it. You want to tattoo it, and then mark it, and mark it.
Okay.
You want to tattoo it. So there's a new construction that is going on here. That is about just an improvement of previous call that I had. This is a makeshift call that I did when I was moving the last time. Yeah. All this was here, and then I was putting these pipes across like this. Yeah. I put these pipes across like this, and then put them like here. So when you are supposed to work on the cattle, vaccinate them, or one is sick, you need to inject it with antibiotic. You just move it to the gate. Passage. Be a passage like a guided passage, and you put it to the one to the cattle. So it's quite expensive to farm here in this area.
What do you mean it's expensive?
Expensive in terms of our government will give us something like this. It's a farm, no infrastructure, no nothing.
Okay.
So you need to be able to
raise money
to be able to
do some things.
Yeah, but fortunately, we use the cars that we sell to buy things like this. Like I told you, I was at the auction yesterday, so I managed to get this and those other things there, and then able to buy feed for these other ones. The feed that we usually buy is the supplements, protein, sometimes phosphate. Depends which seasons. Here with us, if it's winter, like it's almost winter now.
Yes, almost winter.
The grass has got a lot of phosphate, so you must supplement with protein.
Okay.
So your leek supplement must be protein. Yeah. In summer when it's raining, the grass is full of protein. It's vice versa. So your leek must be phosphate concentrated. Yeah. So just
So I've seen cows licking blocks of salt. Where does that come in?
Just another cheaper way of doing it.
How do you decide that now I need to sell that one, and that one? Yeah, because it seems like you don't sell all of them.
Yeah, you keep your record.
Okay.
You know the ages of each and every one.
Yeah.
So first in, first out.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. And you replace with whichever number. If I have to move out 13, I have kept 13.
Okay.
Yeah. If I have to move out 10, now I have to move out 10. That is a bit older. I have 10. Public auctions.
Okay.
It's in Friday.
Oh, Friday.
Yeah. Okay. It's in Friday.
Okay, take me to the goats. So just to get to learn how this thing works. Because right now we have goats here.
Yeah.
We have cattle as well.
Yeah.
So what is the deal here? Or what do you do?
Goats, I don't have actually the perfect way of doing it.
Okay.
I'm not much interested. I just use the opportunity that I got a farm now. I can have goats.
Okay.
I'm trying to buy quality goats. I'm trying to buy quality bugs. And I sell to individuals.
To individuals.
I need 10 goats, I'll give you 10 goats.
Okay.
You agree on the price and I'll give you 10 goats. Because there's an oversupply of goats in South Africa. So the price is always low.
Okay.
It's always low. So you won't recover your costs here. So I'm running them on the field.
On the field?
Yeah.
So why did you choose goats? Is there something to do with your grazing that you wanted the goats for? Or is there any advantage it is giving you, apart from money, obviously? Yeah.
Apart from money, when I need meat as well,
okay.
I just pick one or two and just slaughter.
Okay.
And I think I don't have any other reason why I'm keeping them. Just the love for animals.
Yes.
But
yes.
It's not economically. For me, it's not an economically viable option.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So just to keep the farm busy, and I know they browse a lot from trees. So the meat here is much healthier than eating the sheep. Because it is the trees and shrubs from the trees and everything.
Do they compete with the cows on the for the grass?
No.
Okay.
The sheep does.
Oh, the sheep does.
The sheep does.
So you don't have sheep?
I don't have sheep.
Okay. So, in terms of making sure that there's a balance for your cows, you have an idea of, or you're given some kind of indication of how much your farm needs to hold in terms of the numbers.
The numbers, yes. Usually, I think the Department of Agriculture does that.
Okay.
They will tell you this farm can hold one cattle per 8 hectares, one cattle per 10 hectares. Okay, you understand? So they do that, and then you interact with them or you go and inquire, they let you know now. No, you can only keep one cattle per 10 hectares. So you need to stick to that.
So they don't supervise, but you just are responsible enough to do the right
Yeah,
thing.
you just have to be responsible enough.
So that you also looking after your pastures.
Yeah.
Okay.
And for that factor, you must make sure that you only keep the productive animals on the farm.
Okay.
Because if you don't, you lose a lot.
Okay.
Remember, you taking care of them, pumping water for them.
Yeah.
You feed them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and they are grazing as well.
Okay.
So if it's not productive, it's not supposed to be on the farm. We must cut it.
So animals are they labor intensive? Do you need many people to look after them?
I've got a vacancy here. One of my guys has a big sheep. It's a male one.
Okay.
Usually they are bigger than the females.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a matter of knowing your numbers and then making sure that you keep to the standards. And the very key thing here is record management.
Okay.
Yeah, it's record management. There's different types than what I'm doing here. Some are doing start farming.
Mm-hmm.
Start farming is in a sense that your cow must meet certain standards to be registered to the start.
Oh, okay.
So there are a lot of processes that you follow. There's a lot of infrastructure that you need. And there's a huge, bigger margin of labor intensive requirement. So with us like this, you only need 2 or 3 people.
Okay.
But I work with 2 people
You
because I'm hands-on as well.
You're also hands-on.
Yeah.
So it sort of cuts your costs because you're always available to assist.
It's available to assist. But the other thing that I needed maybe to highlight with you is that the farmers here, we are price takers.
What's the main reason?
The main reason is our reward is dependent on what the market gives us. So if for example, that there need to be a lot of exports from South Africa to elsewhere in the world, then it will mean they will need more calves. And then if you have to have more calves out of South Africa, it means the prices will go up because they are in high demand. Mm-hmm. But then if there's oversupply, like we usually seasonally get oversupply from like Botswana, you get oversupply from Namibia, the prices drop. So you've got to take the price as it is because I don't keep my calves beyond 8 months.
Okay.
So I'm forced to take them out because the land is limited. I have an option of keeping them up away and wait for the better price, but not knowing when it will come. I'll have to take the price because I don't have the land to move them to.
So in the market that you are supplying, is there a major buyer that is sort of influencing? For example, buys a lot on the auction, and they kind of almost say, okay, they decide the price.
Yes. There is a lot of feedlots. Our products are bought by feedlots.
Okay.
Yeah. I think they are the one who are mostly and generally controlling the prices. Yeah, if their feedlots are full and there's no demand for the product that they bought from us, then it will mean they'll have to sell at a lower price. If they have to buy at a lower price. So if they buy from us, they will, let's say, generally the rate here per kilogram of an average of 220 kilograms is generally 38, 39 rates. But it does go as low as 29 rates. So you lose a lot per kilo. So that's why I was saying we are generally market takers. I mean price takers.
Price takers.
Yeah.
So in terms of obviously the auction system is you get a prize when you bring the cow. Is there any indication from on a daily basis that you get from the market to say, okay, today the minimum price was this and the highest price was this?
Yeah, there are bodies. I can't remember the name of the body. There is a body that generally publishes the expectations of the market
Every day
weekly.
or weekly?
They do it weekly. So
Okay.
yeah, because on our site here we hold an auction in Freiburg every Friday.
Every week also.
Yeah,
Okay.
every week. Yeah, every Friday. If it's a
Friday.
holiday or not, there will be an auction.
Okay.
Yeah, except for I think the auctions only close at around about the 15th of December, and the market will reopen around the 8th of January.
Okay.
So between the 15th and around about the 8th, there will be no formal market selling and buying of livestock.
Is there any chance that farmers like you can band together and start another market, which is not necessarily dependent on the auction in Freiburg?
Yes, there is that chance, but it's a capital-intensive establishment that we need to have. The current status quo is that the market is still controlled by people who were pre-established. So they've plugged all the gaps.
Okay.
So chances of entry are very slim.
Mm.
Even government is unable to penetrate that chance. They are funding a lot of guys, do a feedlot here, but they're not getting up to standard with what was previously established.
Mm.
So the entry
They kind of control.
Yeah, they kind of control
everything.
They can even blacklist you to say you don't know, but they blacklisted you to say no, that one don't buy his products. You want to take him out of business.
Okay, so
Yeah,
they can
because
actually
this is our space.
They can actually push a farmer out of business.
Yeah, so certainly these are some sort of cartels that are controlling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they're not doing it illegally. They're just doing it consensually amongst themselves.
Okay, so it's some kind of hidden information. It's under the carpet. They are playing another game.
Yeah.
If they are against you, they will try to push you out.
Yeah, they will push you up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why there are very few in South Africa black-owned feedlots.
Okay.
Yeah, there are very few. I'm not sure if they are in, but there are very few.
Would that help if that were to be the case? Because, for example, you are a success story.
Yeah.
And you are doing all this work. But is there any chance that the government can then help out all the people that it is giving land and supporting by making sure that there is feedlots that are controlled, that they have an influence on, that are controlled by the same people that they have helped to get the land?
Yeah, that should be the idea. But let me give you the sense of, I'm going to tell you the truth of the sense of what is happening in this industry. I'm giving you my thoughts, my observations.
All right.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'll have to tell you what it is. We've got officials in government that are supposed to do that you asked. But the culture is that they don't care about the emerging farmers like myself and many others. What we have observed is that they only assist those who are already well established with anything.
But what if they argue and say, no, but we assisted you to get the land?
Yes.
Yeah, so what's wrong with us?
You can see here, I've invested a lot of money in this infrastructure.
Infrastructure, yes.
I'm trying. So it means my upward movement will be a bit slow than if maybe I was getting a boost from someone.
What boost do you
want? We need funding. We need funding. Like you see here, there's bushes everywhere. For me to remove these bushes, a lot of money. for one camp on average, I was making a quotation one day, it was 130,000.
Which is a lot.
Which is a lot. But then it's a means of production. We are at the bottom means of production. But the support that we are gaining from government is very minimal.
So if the government were to hear your point and say, okay, we want to help, what do you want them to do? Because they say we've provided you land and we appreciate what you are doing and where you are. This is all great. And you're actually a good example because not many South African indigenous or black people are actually involved in the same level of work that you are doing, looking after cows, sheep, and goats. People still have this mentality that it's not an industry that we should be involved in. We want to work in the office because the graduates are coming out of the university. They want to work in the office, but you decided to say no. I can actually go. Your diploma is not in agriculture in the first place. You are into cost management, which is almost accounting. So what do you want the government to help you with?
No, we need more land.
Okay.
We need to get access to more land.
What would that do for you?
That will mean I would have to employ more people. Generally, it will mean that I'll feed more families. My activities will be able to feed more families, and I'll be able to expand and grow.
Okay.
Yeah, like there are generations that are coming after me, and this is what I'm doing here. I'm doing it, yes, for myself, but there are generations that are coming after me who are looking generally maybe up to me, and then who wish to be at the same space that I am. So there need to be a system, not a pyramid system, but a system to say we capacitate you, we give you capacity, we give you support, financial and otherwise. Generally, we're not looking for money. We are just saying my fence is too old and I've been fixing it and it has cost me a lot. Can you come and maybe assist with replacing it? It's simple things like that.
So what you are looking for is funding.
It's funding.
Maybe, if I can put it this way, to say funding that is low cost funding that's not very expensive for you to repay. If the government can provide some loans to you, would you take and say, okay, the interest rate for this is very low. This is just going to be a once-off to help you sort of scale up and take care of what you need to. Would you take that?
Yeah, I will take that because we are funding our programs through traditional means of funding. Like your personal loans and stuff. That's all that we can have access to. Okay. And you know the rates are very ridiculous.
They're very ridiculous.
So the subsidized forms of funding, yes, there are instances where there's a land bank, there's a criteria that they follow, and but there are certain things that they cannot do. If I go to land bank tomorrow and ask them for, I've got 8 camps here, give me 920,000. I need to debush all my camps. I won't get successful because their policy, they invest in something that has got rewards. But the background activities, like if I debush this area, it will mean I'll have more grass. And then I can maybe increase my carrying capacity. I can expand on the same space that I'm in, but they're not gonna fund it. Okay. So if I have to do it, I've got to go to a traditional bank and borrow money at ridiculous rates. It might cripple me. You might find out next time when you come here, there's nothing here, it's only dust. Yeah. So that's the system at which we are operating at. I'm saying this. It's a lot of us who are going through the same ordeal. To say we do applications for funding year in, year out with government. But
does the government have any system of hearing and communicating with the farmers that they have assisted in allocating land? Or do you want them to be communicating with you in your first place?
We go. They've got open door policy. But the way it is structured, you'll have to go here and then you'll have to hope that it gets elevated somewhere. Sometimes it never does. So you go to a local office, they have to communicate it to the district has got to communicate to the province, and maybe the province has to approve or disapprove. But generally, we don't get feedback.
Okay, so it's one way.
We develop business plans every year. We submit business plans every year with applications, but they never get funded. Yeah.
So all this that you're doing is your own resources and your profits that you are getting.
Everything.
There's no other support. If any loan that you have is probably from your own personal loan.
Yeah, my own personal loan. Yeah.
And you're funding all this.
Yeah.
So all you're saying is that if the government can come in and hear you, not just yourself but other farmers in the same category, talk things out and find out what you guys need, and probably help you address it, especially around funding. Cheaper funding, especially for the ones that are new starters, so they can move out. So that's a challenge in this business.
It's a huge challenge. It's a huge challenge in this business because we can generally say we do everything on our own. There's very minimal guidance. That's why we do a lot of mistakes, costly mistakes sometimes. And that's why the Department of Land Affairs is always involved with people invading farms, because people need farms. So the department takes people from all over South Africa. Like generally this side, there's a lot of people who are not from the same vicinity, who are farming this side. But there's few of us who are farming elsewhere.
Okay, so like they bring other people from
other people. So we wouldn't know the dynamics of how they arrived at those conclusions, but it's happening. And generally now, there's a few cases or a lot of cases in the courts, people invading farms to say, no, we need to farm here.
Because we originally come from this land.
Their policies clearly states that you are going to be allocated a farm that is close to where you stay, because we were taken by the previous governance setup to concentrated areas. So your house will be in Morocco, and it will only be convenient to farm maybe 60 kilometers away, like here. Other than if someone has got to travel 500 kilometers to be at the farm.
Okay.
Yeah, so that is what is happening.
So the other thing I wanted to check also is that, are there any other instances where somebody was allocated land and they failed?
There's a lot.
Because there were certain situations that arose after that.
There's a lot. The same thing that I was telling you. A lot of us are getting assistance from government. Like government is buying cattle for people. Government is developing farms for people, rebuilding farms for people, building their own houses, workers' houses, rebuilding their dams and everything. They buy them cattle. But then who's that person? It's not a farmer. It's someone who's maybe close to you, the government official, relatively, or some form of personal relation. That we were just piloted. Come and farm, we have everything for you. And they fail. Okay. The next day, once they drop the cattle here, the next day they are at the auction with the same cattle, because they don't have cash on the boat. So there's a study that our government needs to study that, to say, let's help someone who is
who is already something that they are already been doing, and who probably knows the environment in which they live, in which the farm is, and probably they live close to that farm, so that they already know what is where and how the environment works.
And not everything all the time is on the blame of us, the beneficiaries of these farms. The farms, some farms that people got, they don't have nothing. Like you find a farm without water for the longest time, and they take you there. allocated that farm and they were expected to produce on that space. So it's not only the failure of government, of individuals who are not really keen into farming, but sometimes the government will give you a dysfunctional farm.
So, but the other side of the story that I hear is that the question that I've heard is that, is it true that South Africans need land, or is it true that they don't need land? What is the correct thing? Do South Africans need land, or they don't need land? Because one argument that I hear is that people who are claiming that they need land, they don't really need land because they have no experience of farming. They just want to be able to have land and then can sell to somebody. So what is the truth, from your experience? Obviously, you can only speak about your experience.
Yeah,